walking today, but for some reason my bus hasn't shown up. So we're gonna do a walk. I've been for a couple of days wanting to go out, but with the humidity, the heat, and the smoke, I didn't think it was a good idea. It's still warm today, sun's shining, not as smoky, not hazy like it was the last couple of days, but there is a nice breeze. We're supposed to get rain later. I hope it doesn't because my kids are going to an outdoor concert tonight. I'll take them the back way. There's nice little houses back here. I used to walk over this way to meet the little girl I was babysitting a couple of years ago for her bus. I would walk up and down. It's a nice empty lot here that it's well kept, has some bushes. I've seen rabbits in there a couple times. There's a nice park over behind. I don't see any rabbits today. That's a nice. This house is nice. I resided it. I did that while I was babysitting. It took them forever to do it though. So working on my walk for 100 kilometers for Heroes, raising funds for the Heroes going on the 2028 Heroes Cruise for Helping Hands for Cruising. I will put the link to the Zeppi in the description afterwards, or you can go to one of my previous lives for the walk. The Zeppi link is in there if you would like to donate. It's been low on donations so far, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do 100 kilometers this summer. By Labor Day is the plan. This looks like a new house too. I don't remember a brick house being there that close to the road. It must took forever to get here when I was waiting for her. I would walk back and forth from here or from back there to the corner up here and back again. It's a pretty, I think it's Rose of Sharon. We had one in our garden. It's only got a few blossoms left on it. There's another one up here. Nope. Yep. Not very many blossoms left on them. When I was living in the house, we had one. Very small one. It was only about 2-3 feet high. But it would get lots of blossoms. Don't know if anybody caught it last night on the Helping Hands for Cruising channel and Down Under Cruisers. They interviewed one of our recipients for the Heroes Cruise, a Navy veteran named Linda. She is so excited about going. She was in the Navy, but she was stationed on land, so she really hasn't had the experience on a ship. So this will be nice for her. We have another recipient, Marilyn, who was a Gold Star family. Our first recipient selected this year, but can't share yet, is a first responder. I'm hoping in the next 2-3 weeks we can introduce her to the community. She's a very nice person. And then I'll be talking to a person today, get more information about our fourth recipient, our potential recipient. So I gotta go and get my errands done. That's why I was hoping to get the bus. Get my errands done before the I have to do that call. I was going to walk to the store and back. I don't think I'll have enough time, but I'm going to walk there. Road closed there. They're supposed to be working on my road, but they've been doing it at night. There's enough barricades out right now. But the bus didn't come down there. And that bus I catch right across from my house only comes once an hour, so that was a little annoying. There's 2 other buses I could have taken, but one only goes uptown and out to the mall, and the other one would have to take uptown or to the other terminal and transfer. So I'm just going to walk up here. There's a set of lights, and then I'll go up that road and it'll take me right into the plaza I want to go to. So how's everybody doing today? Hello, Ghostly Paws. Can feel my... What state is this? I am in Ontario, Canada. I'm in southwestern Ontario. I'm right across the border from Michigan. About 10-15 minutes. Depends on the day. How busy the bridge is. Hi Hayden. Hi Ghostly Paws. Can't feel my face. Well, it's winter here in Canada. I can't feel mine either. But I'm challenge myself to walk 100 kilometers this summer. Helping Hands for Cruising. It's a charity I am on the board of. We are doing a Heroes Cruise in 2028, and we're trying to raise funds. I'm doing this on my own, but the link will be in the description later for this, or it will be in the one of my other videos about it. If you want to go look there, it's a Zeppi link, and it will the money goes right to Helping Hands. It doesn't. I have nothing to do with touching the money. So, and you can get a tax receipt for your donation. It doesn't have to be a big one. I know it looks confusing when you go into the link because it'll show 25 or whatever. But you can type it. In the line below, you can type whatever type of donation you want to make. Whether it's $5, $10, every little bit helps. And we're taking these tips. We get 10 recipients, first responders and Gold Star families, and we're going to do a Caribbean cruise on a Norwegian ship. We're just waiting for the itineraries to come out for August or September of 2028, which they should be out soon. And then we will select the ship, select the port we're cruising out of, and the destinations. We're looking at hopefully the Eastern Caribbean, which I'm looking forward to. We do the Eastern Caribbean because there's a bunch of the Eastern Caribbean islands I haven't done. I've done Southern, I've done Western. I haven't done Eastern Caribbean. Hello, Hunter Williams. I've done 7 kilometers so far. Well, I'm working on. I'm about a week behind because we had really bad warnings and stuff this past week. And I know, if you're kind of eastern or northeastern states, you're getting some of the smoke from the wildfires up here. Sorry for that, but not much we can do about that. I shared on, I don't know, this was my Facebook, I shared there was I explained the whole life cycle course. Today I can kind of see the chat. Last time it was so bright I couldn't see the chat. So I'll just turn around here. Oh, maybe. Right over the truck. A lot of older homes in this area. There's a lot of detached homes over there. Used to know the couple that owned that house in the corner, but they're since passed. They're friends of my parents through scouting. My parents were involved with the wolf cubs for many years. I was involved as a leader too at one point. Where a lot of my volunteering came from for about 30 something years. I was with the younger group in Canada called Beavers. And then once I had kids and they moved up to the older branches, and I went and helped with the wolf cub pack for about 10 years, and then I kind of retired. I miss it. I loved camping, so I loved going to the our Boy Scout camp, which is up near Pinery Provincial Park in Ontario. If you look that up, it's right beside it. It was almost 100 acres of forest and sand dunes. There was a man-made, like I said, a cut. It was a branch off the Assault River. And it was beautiful out there. One side of you went in, there was a hill in the middle of it. One side of the hill did have electricity in that, but you went over the other side of the hill, there was no electricity, no plumbing. So you were really roughing it. There's a weird signs out. We have a municipal election coming up in, I think it's October. Biggest running is for mayor. Ours decided since there's enough running, he's not going to run. He's done 38 years, which is more than enough. There's one guy running, nobody wants in. He's kind of a jerk. Not sure. I think that one was one of the other guys running back there. Scott Molson. There's a couple ladies running. So we'll see what happens. No, the one is a jerk that's running for mayor. He is a city councilman right now, and he's not even allowed, because of his behavior, he's not allowed inside City Hall. So I don't know how he's going to be a mayor not allowed inside City Hall. We're getting there. Another long block to go. I'll have to figure out how far this is. I just want it to cool off just a wee bit more. But I think it's humid today because we're supposed to get rain. But I need to do some catch up. I'm gonna have to figure out how many kilometers a week I have to walk. It was originally, I think, supposed to be 10 kilometers a week. But I'm gonna have to do some catch up, so just sit down and calculate. Up here where there's some businesses, we've got the Red Cross. Beside it used to be a paint place, but now it's I think it's a dentist office. It's warm one today. I didn't check the temperature. No, it's the high 20s Celsius. First time I did a walk, it was in the 30s, and that was a big mistake. It was like 90 something, it felt like 100 and something. It was like, yeah, that was a mistake. It took me 2 days to recover from that one. Yeah, it's the dentist office, and they got another building beside it, with the Alzheimer's Society and a few other businesses. It did open as the Chris Dawson Foundation. I don't know what happened to that. I haven't talked to that family for a while. I used to be a nanny for Chris Dawson's siblings when they were toddlers, but originally it was a bunch of doctors' offices, and then it was closed for a while, and then it was bought by a group that opened the Chris Dawson Foundation, and now it's got the Alzheimer's Society and a few other businesses in there. These things have changed around too. This was a lawyer's office now. It's Asante Wealth Management. Once upon a time, let's pass this tree first. Once upon a time, over there beside the nut bar, that white house, was a doctor's office. And I worked there for almost 13 years. It was a pediatrician's office. Oops. Great, shoelace is undone. Oh well. We're fine until we get to the dollar store. Apparently this was a doctor's office one time too. Now it's a barber. I don't remember when it was a doctor's office. We got part stores across there. That's auto parts. I think it's like a division of Canadian Tire. And we're over to the plaza that I want to go to. I want to go to Metro and Giant Tiger over there. But I also want to go to the dollar store over there. Well, there's the damn bus that I was supposed to take, because it only goes my way one part of the hour, and then it goes up by the river the other part of the hour. To find out about that, the Dollarama's over there behind Shoppers Drug Mart. I'm going to go there first because one of the things I want to get over at Giant Tiger is ice cream, and I don't want to be carrying that all around. I do have an ice pack in my cooler bag, but I want it to be the last place I go. I gotta go to Dollarama, get some batteries and a few other little things, maybe a few snacks. We got the Coast Guard back behind Shoppers over there. Sweat. Used to be funny. Used to have like a whole bunch of the red pickup Coast Guard trucks that lined up here. This is one of the bus terminals behind the Shoppers. Let's see, go this way. I think we go this way in front of Shoppers. As long as this is not behind. There's the breeze. Shoppers is a big pharmacy store, much like CVS, Walgreens, those ones. Dollarama is one of our bigger dollar stores. Like you guys have Dollar Tree, Dollar General. Oh, sunscreen on sale. I don't go to Shoppers. My pharmacy is way across there beside the Scotia Bank. Um, my cousin did own it. His semi-retired now. He sold it to two of his partners, so he works part-time. Yeah, I guess he's catching up to me in age. Hard to believe he'll be 60 in September. Okay. Well, I'm going to go over to Dollarama here. So I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll talk to you guys later.